Welcome back. We mentioned it at the top of our show. The crisis at the border, it comes as Washington is about to take up immigration reform. But beyond the politics, what is really going on for so many migrant families? Alfredo Lozano is an immigration attorney, a first-generation American, the son of Mexican immigrant parents. And you really understand immigration issues on a personal and professional level. Thanks for joining us this midday.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
Alfredo, would you call the situation at the border a crisis?
Yes, I think it is a humanitarian crisis. I think it's and it's not new. So I think there's, specifically in the last 20, 30 days, unfortunately, it's been referred to Biden's crisis, and I don't think that's true. This is something that's been going on for many years. So this is not new. And I think it's time that both sides of the House get together and fix this. And I know we can fix this. And I think that's what's going to determine what country, who we are as a country, right? Are we going to step up and fix this? Are we going to provide solutions? And I think it's very, very doable.
Right. You know, we're hearing reports that children and teens are crossing the border without their parents. Is there an explanation for this?
Well, there's two explanations. One of them is that the parents are already here, that the parents came first. The other explanation has been that the parents that are remaining in their home country and they're asking their children to leave because the danger they'll be in if they stay there. And I think it's both of them are playing out. We don't know, at least I don't know at this moment, exactly what percentage applies to one camp or the other.
Right, Alfredo, when you talk about coming here to reunite with parents, I mean, is the process difficult right now?
It is very difficult. Unfortunately, we had a system 5, 6 years ago, right before Trump took office. Ever since Trump took office, he dismantled that system. So we did have a system to take care of these issues. And I think unfortunately, this new administration is behind the curve, not because they wanted to, but because the system that was previously in play was dismantled, and they're trying to put that together as fast as they can. Now that FEMA is involved, I think that's going to help a lot. So I think hopefully within the next maybe 60 to 90 days, we're going to see a lot of improvement in this situation.
What does improvement mean? What does that look like? Earlier you had mentioned we need to fix this, but how do you fix this? I mean, this is something that has been happening for decades, really.
Yes, I think there's two parts. Is first fixing, I take that back. It's not fixing. First is implementing what should have been implemented many years ago with those persons that have lived here for many years, TPS and Dreamers, is giving them a path to legal permanent residency, right? And after they're a legal permanent resident for so many years, then they can apply for citizenship. Independent of that solution, another solution would be is what do we do with persons that are coming to this country because of dire humanitarian straits or dire humanitarian reasons that they're fearing for their life is how do we process and give them an ability or a chance to see an immigration judge in an efficient, speediest, and a good way to get their story out there with the judge so they can have their day in court, and then either they're successful because the system is working correctly, or they didn't meet that standard, and if they don't meet that standard, then they are required to go back home, right?
Right.
So I think right now fixing EOIR is going to be very, very important.
Right. Alfredo, thank you so much for joining us this midday. Really quick here, how can someone reach out to you if they have questions about immigration?
Thank you. Yes, they can call our main number. It's 210-932-3600. And we are located in San Antonio, Texas. But obviously, it's a practice. We help people from all over the U.S.
Antonio, Alfredo, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.